Hi there, and welcome to the third video in our What Does It Take to Distribute series, Part 3, Distributing with Variables. My name is Mrs. Benson, and I am the math coach at your school. You will need something to write on and something to write with in order to practice the work shown in this video. If you are not ready, please pause the video to collect your materials and then unpause to continue. Are you ready? Let's get started. Let's start by doing a very quick review of the order of operations. Starting from the lowest to the highest: addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, exponents, and parentheses. Now, while our video is about variables, it's important to understand that variables are not a step in the order of operations. Just like numerals, they can be a part of every operation. Let's see how distributing with variables works. Here we have 4 times 2 plus m. We can't do order of operations here because we cannot find a sum of 2 and m, but we can distribute. If distributing confuses you, make sure you stop this video before continuing and go back and look at part 2 of my order of operations video in this series. So let's see what this looks like. We have 4 times 2 plus m, then translates to 4 times 2 plus 4 times m. That gives us 8 plus 4m, as our result. Let's try another one together. 10 times x plus 5. We then multiply 10 times x plus 10 times 5. We get 10x plus 50 as our result. Your answer to this problem is actually called an expression. Expression because we cannot go any further with our calculations because that variable has an unknown value. Now it's your turn. Practice distributing with the variables to find out your expression. Pause the video, complete the work, and then unpause to check. Did you get 15 minus 3D? Okay, great. Let's check our work. We use our distributive property to multiply 3 and 5 minus 3 times d, which then gave us 15 minus 3d. Let's try again. Pause the video and then unpause to check your work. Did you get 7y minus 21? Fabulous. Here's our work. 7 times y minus 3 then becomes 7 times y minus 7 times 3, which gives us 7y minus 21 as our expression. Let's review how to combine and distribute. Here we have 2 times 8 plus 2 plus k. First, we combine 8 and 2 using the operation named, which was an addition symbol. So we find the sum, which gives us 10. Then our new problem says 2 times 10 plus k, which then becomes 2 times 10 plus 2 times k, which then gives us the expression 20 plus 2k. It's also important to understand that you can do it this way. Using the distributive property, you can then make it 2 times 8 plus 2 times 2 plus, this says k, but it should say 2k, and I apologize about that, which would then become 2 times 8 plus 2 times 2 plus 2 times k, which would then be 16 plus 4 plus 2k, which would then equal 20 plus 2k. However, there was an extra step in this method. So whichever one works for you, that's the way you go. Let's practice here. Practice distributing. Pause the video, check your work, and then unpause to continue. That was a long pause on my part, and I apologize for that. Thanks for sticking with me. 20 plus 4h would be our expression. Here's how it's done. First, we have 4 times 7 plus h minus 2. What we want to notice is that we have minus 2. So we can actually then bring minus 2 over to the 7 to then turn it into 7 minus 2 plus h within the parentheses. Once we find the difference of 5, we can then distribute to get 4 times 5 plus 4 times h, which then gives us the expression of 20 plus 4h. Try that same strategy with this one. Pause the video, complete your work, and then unpause to check. Did you get 63 minus 9a? If so, great job. Let's check our work. Here we see the same example again, where we have highlighted up at the top 3 and plus 4. So then we can combine those within the parentheses to get 3 plus 4 minus a, which then becomes 7 minus a within the parentheses. We then use distributive property to multiply 9 times 7 and 9 times a. And then since we can't go any further in finding the difference, our end expression is 63 minus 9a. The next three slides, I'll show you some other challenging looking situations that require the distributive property. But if you're comfortable and familiar with what we've already done, then these will be a piece of cake. Sometimes you'll see a variable on the outside that you can then multiply to the expressions within. Often, we'll just use order of operations first and do what's in the parentheses. Here, we could do v times 5 minus 2. V times 5 minus v times 2 equals 5v minus 2v equals 3v. However, what we could do to get 3v, we could just do 5 minus 2, v times 3, and then we want to make sure we reverse it because when it's combined with a variable, we in a multiplication expression, as our result, we always list the numeral first. Thus, our answer is 3v and not v3. You can distribute a fraction. Remember, a fraction is a number, just like any other whole number we've been working with. It can be distributed the same way. In this case, 1/2 times 6 plus y. Then all we have to do is multiply 1/2 times 6 plus 1/2 times y, which would then give us the expression as 3 plus 1/2 times y as our end expression. And finally, we can often see distributing, which includes a negative number. It's the same process, it's just negative. Here we see negative 3 times 2 plus f. We then multiply negative 3 times 2, add to negative 3 times f. Negative 3 times 2 would give us negative 6 plus negative 3f, which then actually converts to negative 6 minus 3f. And the reason why, when we're adding a negative, we can then convert that to subtraction. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you still have any questions, feel free to reach out to your math teacher or send me an email at the address seen on the screen. Look forward to seeing you again and to working with you in the classroom. Until then, we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.